Hey, everybody. Welcome back. You know who I am. No need to go through my spiel. That's why you're here. What are we looking at? Stepping into another turn of Conquistador, Age of Exploration, 1495 to 1600. Avalon Hill release based on the SPI flat box, based on the SPI Strategy and Tactics magazine issue. And yeah, we're stepping into turn 5. I didn't get anything wrong last turn, I don't think. Or at least if I did, nobody bothered to point it out to me. I can only go with what I know. So, do I have anything to go over? No, I do not think so. Alright, so let's just go ahead and step into turn 5. And let's take our turn 5 counters, and what do we get? We get a couple Conquistadors and an Explorer. So we're just going to go ahead and add them to the Spain box. Lots of Conquistadors. Looks like one's going to be going away this turn. A couple going away next turn. What do we got? All right, okay. Council phase, random event segment. Love the random events. Love random events. Black first and blue, 54. This is probably not going to be as good as I want it to be. 50 with a monarch rating of A. That gives me 20 ducats. Not as much as I'd like. However, that does give me 6 colonists, which I do like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's grab a couple 2 colonists. No, three 2 colonists. And there's going to be our 6 colonists for the turn. Add them to Spain's port. Don't think I'm going to be getting all them to shore with what I would like to do this turn, because what I want to do is going to be using a lot of my ships up. So we may not be getting all those settlers to land. But let's see what the random event is. 5-4 is going to be random event 10, which is oppressive colonial policy. That doesn't sound good, does it? Does not sound good at all. What has King Charles done to be oppressive towards the colonies? Let's see, where are we? All settlements owned by a player in an area where the native level is presently greater than 0 undergoing immediate native uprising. Player does not check for the uprising first, simply rolls directly on the native uprising CRT. This roll is in addition to any native uprisings that occur normally. Alright, so what do we got? We got 2 areas that we control. Caribbean, which has no native population. We wiped it out a couple 3 turns ago. Therefore, the only other place that we have natives or colonies, settlers, whatever, is the Midwest Plateau. There is colonists there. We haven't managed to wipe them out. So there's an immediate uprising there because, well, we are trying to kill them off and loot their treasure city there. So immediately go to the native uprising combat table and soldier detachments in the area. How many soldier detachments we have in the area? Not as much as I'd like. We have 3 soldier detachments in the area. Conquistador and missionary do not apply. So what do we have? We've got a 1. Ooh, that's actually probably pretty lucky. Yeah. 1 on a 2-3 soldiers, no effect. Alright, so that could have been pretty bad. Honestly, when the key dice rolls are having to come around, I've actually been pretty fairly lucky so far. I don't think my luck is going to hold. My luck never holds. Alright, so that's random events. Initiative determination, no initiative. So we don't have to worry about initiative determination. Planning segment. Alright. So, what do we got? First thing we need to do is we got this depleted gold mine here, and we need to get the gold from there. See, depleted because it depleted last turn. So with 15 gold there, it's going to take at least 3 caravels or 1 carrack. So we're going to send 1 carrack out. Let's take a look at what we have in the Spanish holding box, because I already kind of separated these out. So we're going to go ahead and send 1 caravel, because the caravel can handle 25. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I won't be able to do that. because you don't load gold on until after movement. So, all right, so we're going to need to form an expedition with him alone. So it's going to be 3 bounds there, 3 bounds back, not going to move around while I'm there, so 6 bounds. So that's going to be 12 gold, 12 buckets to do that expedition. So we got that all set. And now we also have the other gold mine that we need to pick gold up out of, and I've got 20 gold there already, and it's going to get another 15. So that's going to be, new math is hard, 35 gold. For 35 gold, I'm going to need a caravel and 2 carracks. Or, yeah, two caravels and a carrack. So let's go ahead and get those guys set right there. Like I said, I already kind of set them to the side first. Again, it's going to be 3 bounds there, 3 bounds back, 6. So it's going to be 12 more for that expedition. Now, we've got a bunch of stuff. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we need to get more soldiers into the Midwest Plateau. How many? Okay, we've got 4 colonists in the Midwest Plateau already. Okay, I think we can do this in one expedition, because we're just going to be dropping off soldiers. So we got 1 soldier. Should I buy another soldier? Yeah, let's spend the 4 to buy another soldier. Okay, so we got 2 soldiers, and that's 4 buckets. 3, 4. Puts us down to 89. I really would like to get another colony started in the Deep South, but I don't think I have the gold to support it yet. So, you know what? We got a bunch of colonists. Let's actually take 2 of the colonists and put it on the caravel going to the DR, and take 2 more colonists. How many colonists have we got there? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2 more colonists going to Cuba, and then that'll give me 2 colonists to go along with the 1 soldier, so I can reinforce. Well, they got 4 there already. You know what? Let's hold off on sending those colonists in. So we're just going to send the 2 soldiers, and yeah, we'll just go send an explorer and a conquistador. And we're just basically reinforcing the Midwest Plateau. So how many? I've got 1, 2, just 2 units going there. Well, let's we'll just take one of the caravels and leave or one of the carracks and leave the 2 caravels back. So, yeah, so we've got 3 expeditions. Now, this one's going to the Midwest Plateau. 4 bounds there. Not planning on moving when I get there. 4 bounds back. That's 8, so that's 16. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, now we're down to 73 gold. Eesh. Good thing we're actually going to be making some money this turn. Okay, so that's planning segment. So initial movement phase, transoceanic movement segment. So we're basically this is the group to the DR. We're just going to put the ship right off the coast like that. Add 2 more settlers. There'll be 3 settlers working there now, and 1 soldier protecting, and 1 Hellfire and Brimstone missionary. It's a good place for him. He can't do any harm there. Then the second expedition to Cuba is mainly a gold running mission, but they've got a couple colonists with them, so they're going to go land them at Cuba. And we got 1 soldier there. We now got 5 colonists there. We can only have 5 colonists working the same space. I may spread out and make a second major colony there. All right, and then the third expedition is going to be this caravel, or Carrick. I always get those confused, backwards. They're going to be heading to here, and they're going to offload 2 of the soldiers into here. And we're going to name this territory Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi. No, we are going to name this territory Charlesville. Yes, name it after King Charles. So there is Charlesville. All right. I know I'm stretching. All right, so that's transoceanic. Hemispheric naval movement segment, nothing. Naval attrition. All right, so we got 3 naval attritions to do. We got the one that went to the DR. They went 3 bounds. So go ahead and roll. It's a 5, nothing. We got the one to Cuba, which was 3 bounds. Roll. 6 on 3 bounds is nothing. Then 1 expedition to Midwestern Plateau, which is 4 bounds. It's going to be on the 4 column. 3 is nothing. Whew. I'm getting really lucky. I do not normally get this lucky with my dice rolls. And anybody who's watched my videos long enough know that I don't get this lucky with my dice rolls. Okay, gold segment. So the gold here in the DR has already been mined out. And let's go ahead and just load that up onto the boat. Then right here we're going to get 15 more. Because that's still an active mine. Let's see if we can find or make some change. So there's that. And then they're going to go ahead and load up all that gold onto the caravel and 2 carracks, which is 35 capacity, and I have 35 gold that's going back. It's going to be really bad if I lose those ships. So no gold. Okay, so gold segment there. Don't have to roll for depletion there because we're not working it because it's already depleted. We do have to roll depletion for Cuba's gold mine, and that's a 2 through 5. 7. All right, so that mine is still working. So I should probably clean this glass. It's probably getting a little bit. I need to get a better dice roller or a better dice cup. Okay, so that's the gold phase. Land movement and combat segment. I think, just because we've got so many colonists here in Cuba, we're just going to move a little bit. Oh, no, you know what? I think to move, I actually have to have a conquistador with them or an explorer. All right, so I guess we're not going to move. We're just going to build up one really big colony in that hex. However, up here, we just reinforced with 2 soldiers. Do I want to move those 2 soldiers up to the 7 cities of gold that Cordoba went looking for, but De Leon, Ponce de Leon, actually found? No, I don't need to. The soldiers being in the area is, that's fine. They can stay in the area and contribute to the combat in the area. So I don't need to move. Don't need to move anybody towards the gold mine. Actually, De Leon is going to be coming off. Oh, next turn. It's Balboa who's going to be coming off this turn. De Leon is still going to be operating until next turn. And I got a couple others. One that'll disappear next turn, and one that actually... Cortez, he won't be disappearing for a couple turns. He doesn't go away until into turn 9. So, land movement and combat segment. Native combat segment. All right, yeah, here we go. I am going to go into native combat. So, combat against the natives. Make sure we get the right chart here. I've got, five soldiers in there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do. So it's going to be -1 on the dice roll for the Conquistador, and I've got 11-piece missionary, which is a -1, which is going to counteract the Conquistador's bonus. So they're going to cancel each other out. So I've got 5 to 6 soldiers in the area. No modifiers. And we got a 5, which is not good, which is only another single native population eliminated. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that down on my chart. Midwest Plateau has 4 native influence, and we've eliminated 2 of them so far. Slow, hard work, but it's what we got to do to get that get to that treasure city, and that's the tasty treasure city. That is the 7 cities of gold. And Spain wants its gold. If I can get that gold, ooh, boy, I can start getting lots of. I can start really expanding. All right, after that is Native Uprising segment, which is going to be the only Native Uprising segment, again, is in the Midwest Plateau. Take the native influence of 2, add in the colonists, 3, 4, 5, 6, subtract the number of soldiers I have, which is 3, 4, 5, and I have to roll under that, so you can't, so the difference is 1, but I can't roll under a 1, so there's not going to be a Native Uprising. Okay, that's good. We'd like to make sure there aren't any uprisings. Land attrition. All right, this is when I have a feeling my dice rolls are going to start turning against me. Every hex that I've got troops in or got land units in, I got to roll, so let's go ahead and start down here in the DR. The attrition level value is 2, +1 for jungle, -1 for coastline. No Conquistador there anywhere in the Caribbean, so we're rolling on the 2 chart. For land attrition, 5 is nothing. And roll for land attrition in Cuba, which is a 6, which is nothing. All right, Charlesville, which is somehow going to become Charlottesville. I have a feeling. Do I have a Conquistador there? No Conquistador there. It's a 3. Nothing for being a plain hex, clear hex. -1 for being on the coastline, so that is a 2 column. 2 column. Yep, land attrition. Rolled a 1. That's a colonist. So the colonists are having a little bit of a hard time dealing with the coastline, or to Texas and Alabama. So go ahead, but we still got 3 colonists there. So it's not like we're in fear of losing the colony. And England lost a few colonies along the eastern seaboard when they started putting them down. Like Jamestown? Yeah, maybe not. I can't remember. Been too long since I studied early American colonial history. And then the final one is going to be right here in the Midwest Plateau. I can speak, honestly. Attrition levels of 3. Nothing for clear, nothing for being on the coastline, but I do have a Conquistador. So that is a +1 on the dice roll. So it is a 3 with a +1 on the dice roll. We got a 6, which is a 6, which is just fine. No attrition. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm just getting really lucky with my attrition rolls. Normally they go a lot worse and a lot more horribly. Resource segment. All right, so let's take a look at the resources. Let's start down here in the DR. How many? We've got 1. We've got 3 colonists there, so they create 3 ducats, and the Caribbean is a rich resource, so that's doubled to 6. So just for procedural, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up here in the Caribbean, we've got 5, but one of them is working the gold mine, so there's 4. 4 ducats for resources. Caribbean's rich, which makes it an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and over in Midwest Plateau, we've got 3 colonists, so it's going to be 3 gold. Midwest Plateau is not a resource rich, so it's only going to be 3 ducats. And that's going to be it for resources. Final naval phase, transoceanic movement phase. We're going to go ahead and bring this caravel with that gold back. This little fleet with this gold back. And then we're going to bring, you know what? He's gonna get removed this turn anyways. Let's just go ahead and bring him back and bring that little fleet, well, that single ship, back. All right, so that was transoceanic naval attrition. All right, so naval attrition. We got the gold ship coming back from Caribbean, 3 bounds. So naval attrition of 3. And it's going to be 5 is nothing. The gold ship from Cuba. 1 up is going to be a colonist. No colonists with it, so they don't die, but I'm sure a bunch of my sailors do. And since it's a 1, any 1 conquistador or explorer eliminated if present. No conquistador or explorer eliminated, because there was none there. So, actually, I probably don't even really need to roll on the 3 bounds for naval attrition if they're not really carrying any troops, because I can't lose any ships on a 3-bound journey. On a 4-bound, you start running into the chance where you can lose ships, but not on the 3-bound. So I may stop rolling unless there's like a conquistador and explorer. But however, this other one, the one coming back from the Midwest Plateau from Charlesville, was 4 bounds. So watch me roll. Yeah, this is when I'll roll the 6. 1. However, that is a colonist, no colonists there, but any 1 conquistador or explorer is eliminated. Let's go ahead and eliminate Balboa, since he's going away this turn anyways. Yes, I know, cheap, cheesy way of doing it. I should randomly roll it, but the game rule says you can do it either way. And then that ship comes back, and then Magella, he goes back into the port. Discovery segment, we don't have any. Treasury segment, yay! 15, 30, 45, 50. There we go. We like that. King Charles is quite happy now. Managed to get 50 ducats back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we like that. That'll hold us over till we can get the 7 cities of gold captured. Maintenance phase. Alright, so let's take a look at maintenance. Here in the DR, we've got missionary for 1, soldier for 1, and 3 colonists for 6. So 6, 7, 8. Okay. And in Cuba, we've got 5 colonists, which is going to be 10, and a soldier is an 11. Okay, missionary there for 1, 2 soldiers, 3, 4. 3 colonists, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here in the hinterlands, 3 soldiers for 3 more gold. Alrighty, well, we almost kind of broke it. No, I think we made a little bit. I think overall, I think we maybe made less than 10 ducats that turn. I think I was sitting at like 96, and I'm at 101 right now. So, hey, positive direction. Oh, we ain't even done spending. Crap. All right, colonist there is going to be another 2. So, yeah, we're going to end up losing money this turn. It's not going to be as much, though, thankfully. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more for the boats. So 89, yeah. So we ended up losing a couple gold, but we did a bunch of stuff, and it would have been a lot worse had we not gotten the treasure ships back from the Caribbean. And this turn, I really don't think I need to send a ship there. So that's gonna, because again, it's gonna be just 15, and it's cost me. What's the maintenance? With maintenance and everything, I think it's 16 for me to send a ship out there. So yeah, I don't need to send a ship out there this turn, because it's going to cost me more in maintenance fees and transportation fees than it will be for me to collect the 15 gold. So every other turn, I can send a ship out to the Caribbean to get that. I may need to send more soldiers into the Midwest Plateau. I mean, I'm having issues clearing that out, because I need to clear those natives out before I can start looting the city. Yes, as bad as that sounds, it's historical. Deal with it. Alright, so it's into turn 5, and yeah, we already lost Balboa, and Ponce de Leon is still around. So yeah, that's it. That's it for turn 5. Should we go and do turn 6? Yeah, I think we're going to do turn 6. But my camera's hitting about its heat kill out time, so I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We're going to start up with turn 6. Now, I will say, if this was a regular 4-player game, or if I was playing with the victory points, I would be sending out guys to do expeditions. I'd probably try to get the rudder for the Cape, although that's a little bit tough to get sometimes. Unless you got a colony down there, then it's not so bad. But then I could be doing inland expeditions and stuff like that. But so this is not a real good representation of money management, because I'd probably have 1 or 2 other expeditions out there going around trying to explore things. But I'm not. But hey, we're just having fun with it anyways, right? Right. All right, so going to turn 6. Let's see. Council phase, move the game turn. Who do we get this turn? Who is that? Honestly, the writing is so friggin' tiny on here. My eyes have gotten so bad. Bizarro. I can barely read these counters. It's the old age. It friggin' sucks. Hope GMT has bigger counters and bigger fonts on the counters. It's one of the reasons why I had to get rid of all my ASL stuff. I could not read those first edition fonts anymore. All right, so that's where I get this turn. Random events segment. All right, let's see what random events, what bad things can happen to us this turn. 51. Not much money. 51 with an A-class monarch will give us 20 ducats. All right. And will also give us 6 colonists. Ugh. I'm not sure. I think I know what I want to do with 6 colonists this turn. That'll mean I have 8 colonists. Ugh. Maintenance is going to start rolling up on these guys. But like I said, I think I know what I'm going to do. So we got 8 colonists ready to come to the New World. Especially since I'm not going to be sending an expedition to the Caribbean. That right there is going to be a huge help on saving some finances. All right, random event 5-1 is 12 natives decimated by disease. Is this going to be good for me? Probably. Virulent strains of smallpox decimate the native population. In all areas which contain land units, the native level is reduced by 1. Native levels that are already reduced by 1 are not reduced. In addition, no native uprisings against anyone are possible this game turn. Well, that's good. I mean, it's not good, but, historically it is what it is. So, again, Midwest Plateau is the only place I have a native influence at. They go ahead and are reduced by 1. They have got an influence of 1 left in there now, and they will not uprise against me. So, yeah, okay, so that's random event. Initiative determination segment, we don't have initiative. Planning segment, all right, so we're not planning anything to the Caribbean. That's good. Okay, we want to get into the Deep South. We definitely want to get into the Deep South. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. Do I have enough ships? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got 3 of the Carracks can handle. Helps if I move the camera down. I really do need to get a new camera set up. It's just, this camera is like 5 years old as it is, and just does. I'm thinking of shifting to using my cell phone. But I need to get a stand for that first, and I want to get a monkey grip for that, so I have no idea when I'll be able to get. I mean, they're only like, under $10 on the net. It's just me actually sitting down. Oh, and then yeah, shipping and handling on top of that. Well, I think we got Amazon Prime, but Amazon Prime has to be at least $25. I don't know. Suffice to say, money I do not have at this moment. So, do I need to send any more soldiers? Oh, I do need to send a couple soldiers into the Deep South. So, how many soldiers? I can buy 4 soldiers. No, well, I can't. I can transport 4 soldiers. Do I want to transport 4 soldiers? Honestly, not really. I will do 2 soldiers, though. So that's going to be 8 gold. Get a 2 soldier. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. 111 gold. Ducats, whatever. Okay, so we're going to have to... We do have to send an explorer with them. We have a Conquistador. Now, we're going to have... De Leon is going to be leaving this turn. Alright, let's go ahead and send Cortez and Pizarro along with it. Because I've got... Since De Leon is going to be leaving, I need to get another Conquistador out there to help with subduing for the 7 cities of gold. Alright, so yeah, I think that's everything. Now, for the... Yeah, that's the only expedition I'm putting out. So we're going into the Deep South, which is 4 bounds, and I want to do an extra move while I'm here, because I need to get a... well, I could land him there and just walk him over. No, because I think Conquistadors have to move with soldiers. Alright, so 4, going to do an extra bound in there, so 5... And then 4 to return, which is 9, which is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2. All right. And then that's really the only planning I have. Transoceanic. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and stack these up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to land in the Deep South. And where do we want the first one to go? So we're going to put 4 right here. So that's going to be where we're going to land. And since we are putting new troops down in a new area, we need a new missionary. A couple missionaries. And we got a +2, so he's kind of a hellfire and brimstone as well, which is going to piss off the natives. Great. Okay, so we land that there, and that's the Transoceanic Naval Movement segment. Who am I going to offload anybody with them? Yeah, let's offload Pizarro with them, just so we have a Conquistador in that area. Okay, now we've got Hemispheric Naval Movement. So we're going to move. So technically, these guys have landed here, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to land here and offload colonists and 2 soldiers. Actually, just because should probably be 1 soldier at each colony. And really, the only reason I'm just dumping so many here right now is because I've got the colonists to do it, and they need to start doing something to start bringing in some cash, because I can't have 8 colonists sitting in Spain costing me 16 gold. Alright, so we're going to put 1 soldier there, and 1 soldier over here with these 2 settlers, but they are not going to get a Conquistador. And we'll keep Magella with the ships, because that's okay. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just enough movement points for me to get over here and drop off Cordoza. Or no, it's not Cordoza. It's Cortez as the new Conquistador. Okay. I think that's it for oh, how could I forget? Attrition. Alright, so it's how many bounds do they move this segment? 4 to get to the Deep South, plus another bound for they were moving around with Transoceanic, so that, or Hemispheric. So that's 5 bounds total that I got to roll attrition on. Now this could get a little bit nasty. There's the naval attrition table. Right here, rolling on the 5, so something's gonna happen. Only got about a 20% chance of something not happening. 1, oh, that's bad. All right, so it's a colonist and a conquistador or an explorer. So all right, we'll just break one of these colonists down from a 2 to a 1. Yeah, kind of sucks, but hey, we didn't lose any ships. Let's see. Pizarro, Magella's going away this turn anyway, so yeah. Sorry, Magellan, you passed away. the sea trip was a little bit too rough for you. Okay. Land movement and combat segment. Land movement. I really don't need... Actually, yeah, I do. So, where's my soldier at? I have one soldier here. I got two soldiers there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this 2 soldier, but actually break it down into 1, leaving 1 behind, and he's going to march with Cortez to the 7 cities of gold, and we're going to have 1 soldier here who's all by himself. Well, he's not by himself, he's got a 2 soldier. He is going to march back to Charlesville and replace the 1 soldier that marched. So yeah, basically the stacks remain the same. I just don't want to break down the change. Cortez will be taking over for De Leon, who is going away at the end of this turn. Native combat segment. Well, we're going after the natives. So what have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soldiers, and we've got, I think, only 1 Conquistador. Oh no, for each Conquistador. So it's going to be a -2, but a +1 for the peaceful missionary I have there. So combat against natives for a grand total of -1, only because I've got the 2 Conquistadors, which is going to be 5. -1 is a 4, which is, yeah, all right. So that's going to be the final native eliminated. So the Midwest Plateau is now under my control because I've eliminated the native population, and I can now start looting the 7 cities of gold, which I can't do until next turn because we've already passed the gold segment. Oh, which reminds me, the gold segment, we should have put 15. I get a little bit ahead of myself because I was a little bit excited. So it's going to be 15. The gold mine in Cuba. And let's roll to see if that depletes. On the 2 through 5. Nope, it's still good. Alright, land movement combat, native uprising, no native uprising, well, pretty much because of the smallpox, and we eliminated the natives. Land attrition segment, alright, so let's go ahead and start down in the DR, as usual. Attrition of 2, +1, -1, so we're on the 2 table for land attrition. 3 is a nothing. Cuba, same thing. As a 3 is nothing. Alright, here in Florida, the attrition is 3, +1 for jungle, -1 for coastline, so it's going to be a 3. I totally forgot what the Conquistador does. Oh, the Conquistador? No, I think it's just a +1, not a column shift. So it's a 3 with a +1 on the dice roll for Florida. 3 + 1 is a 4. Okay, and then here over at New Orleans, or what will become New Orleans. Attrition 3, no modifiers because no Conquistador. 6 is nothing. Charlesville. It's attrition of 3, but it's -1 for being on the coastline, plus nothing for being on a plains hex or an open hex, so it's on the 2 column. One, there we go. Yeah. All right. So that's a colonist. I have a feeling. Well, we're down to 2 colonists. Probably gonna have to reinforce that with a couple more colonists here next turn. And out at the 7 cities of gold, it's going to be 3. Nothing plus, nothing minus. I do have a Conquistador, so add 1 Conquistador. So yeah, add 1 to the dice roll. 3 + 1 is 4. So it's Conquistadors that have really saved my butt, and I've rolled a lot of 3s this turn. Resource segment. All right, we're gonna see. All right, here in the Caribbean, we've got 3. So we still, it's not turn 7 yet. Turn 7, colonists really start producing. Oops, here we go. On turn 7, next turn, the colonists will really start producing more and become more self-sufficient, and actually we'll start seeing a profit from the colonists. But it's not turn 7 yet, so we've got 3 colonists. Gonna make 3 gold. Doubled for rich is 6. 4, 5, 6. Over here, we've got 5 colonists. 1 worked the mine, so 4 is going to be an 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you think that you're actually making some money, but the problem is these colonists are hardly even paying for themselves. Now here's really why I dumped all these colonists into the Deep South, because Deep South is a rich resource. So at least at this point, the colonists will be paying for themselves rather than costing me 16 by just sitting in Spain. So we've got 4 colonists there. So that's going to be picking up 8. And like I said, it looks like we're making money. But at this point, I mean, the colonists are just barely paying for themselves. We got 3 colonists here. So it's going to be 6. 6. We've got 2 colonists there. Now, Midwestern Plateau is not rich, so that's actually going to kind of hurt us. And we got no colonists there at the 7 cities. Okay, that's resource final naval phase, transoceanic movement. So basically, we're just pulling these guys back to Spain. And that's going to be 4 bounds, so yeah, I do kind of have to roll on that, because if I roll a 6, I'll lose the ship. I can't lose anybody because there's nobody on it. But so if I roll a 6, okay, and a 1, had I had a colonist on there, I would have lost the colonist, and I would have lost a explorer or conquistador. No explorers or conquistadors on there, so I don't have to worry about it. That's okay. Naval attrition, discovery segment, not applicable. Treasury segment, we didn't bring any gold back last turn. All right, maintenance segment. All right, well, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3. We got 3 soldiers there. All right, now we're down to 67. We definitely lost money that turn. We lost, what, about 30 ducats? No, more than that, about 50 ducats, because we brought in 20. But like I said, we didn't have any treasure ships running, treasure fleets running this turn, and we dumped a lot of explorers, a lot of settlers into the Deep South. Should I have rolled? Oh, you know what? I should have rolled Native Uprising here. So let's go back and do that right now. Let's roll Native Uprising. So Native Influence is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. Minus the number of soldiers I have. 10, 9, 8. All right. So, yeah, there's going to be an uprising. Yeah, that's even with my missionary and everything. So 8 or less, yeah, on a 6-sided dice, I can't fail it. Native Uprising, soldier detachments in the area. We've got, what, 2 soldier detachments? I'm probably going to have to reinforce that. Okay. 2 soldier detachments. We got a 6. 3. Number of colonists or soldier detachments eliminated, and remove 1 missionary if present. All right, well, the missionary is Kaputski, and I'm going to remove 3. So let's remove 2 colonists there, and, well, let's see, that's, 1 soldier from there as well, which will actually give me back let's see. Native uprising would happen before resource, so I wouldn't have made the money to lose the money. So yeah, that washes out. But I will get 1 back for not having to pay for the soldiers' upkeep. Alrighty, so basically we took 2 colonists and 1 soldier from Miami, or from Florida. I guess Tallahassee, that would be that area. Oh, you know what? We forgot to do. We forgot to pay maintenance for these guys. Oh my god! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Ugh. Yeah, we're down to 59 gold. Good thing we got that treasure city we can start looting. It's still probably going to be a couple turns before I can get the treasure back, so we're probably going to have to play a little bit conservatively the next couple turns. So it's the end of turn 6. So, yep, De Leon goes away, and Cordoba goes away, leaving us with just Cortez and Pizarro out there as our conquistadors, and all of our explorers are dead. But honestly, it's not bad. I mean, it's for 30 years being in the New World for 30 years, we own the Caribbean and own a good chunk of the North America around the Gulf of Mexico. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised I am doing much better than I thought I would. So we may only go through a couple more turns. I don't think I need to go through the full 21 turns to see what happens. This is just kind of giving an idea of how the game plays out. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section. I'll see everybody next time. See ya!